Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Anushka Pawar and I am your host for today's session. I welcome respected Professor Supriya Madan Ma'am, Dean VSIT, all the respected faculty members and students on the behalf of the organizing team of today's session, Team IIC Internship. Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies is making an initiative to take the lead in identifying and scouting innovative ideas and innovative minds. In collaboration with the institution's Innovation Council, that is IIC, of MHRD's Innovation Cell and AICTE. Today's webinar is a first step towards the same cause. The speaker of today's session is Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra, sir. Sir has recently been awarded the Innovation Ambassador Badge after getting shortlisted and selected by IIC and AICTE among 2,260 faculties as Innovation Ambassador out of a pool of 29,000 applicants across India. Sir has numerous research and book publications in the field of computer science with reputed international publishers. Today, Sir will be enriching us with an innovation and internship briefing along with a 360-degree cycle of learning for a deep understanding of design thinking based innovation processes. The innovation discussion is to be followed by the internship session wherein we will be listening to the experience of a few of our intellectual VSITians. They had recently got shortlisted and completed their internship from reputed government organizations like DRDO. We are highly thankful to Dean Ma'am for providing the opportunity and I request her to enlighten us with a few words. Ma'am, uh, looks like I believe Dean Ma'am is not here with us right now. So we will continue with the session as Dean Ma'am would not want us to delay the webinar. So moving forward, I would like to introduce to Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra and I would like sir to continue with the webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, Anushka, for such an elaborative introduction. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
First of all, thanks to all faculty members and students for joining in the session. So let me share my screen. Okay, so the title of today's session is Design Thinking, Innovation and Internship. It's a kind of orientation session. And today we are having two subparts in this session. One is about innovation and another one is about internship. So first we will discuss about innovation, and then as Anushka told, in internship we will also invite few of our VSITians. So what exactly is innovation? Can anybody tell me? I know you cannot unmute, but you can always type in chat box. Anybody who have any idea about innovation? Yes. Okay, so you may type in your chat box. Innovation is about creation of new product, new service, new process with the intent of improving efficiency, effectiveness, as well as competitive advantage. So what should be the basis of innovation? Can anybody highlight? See, it's an interactive session. You may put whatever you feel like uh, in chat box regarding answers. Okay, so innovation should be based on future disruptive projections. I'm repeating, it should be based on future disruptive projections and not on existing old assumptions. So what is disruptive projection? Disruptive technology, you must have heard about this word. Disruptive means something groundbreaking. So within corporate world, they normally use this phrase that a small baby fish has engulfed a complete whale, a big whale, in the ocean of corporates. So what does it mean? How it is actually possible that a fish is engulfing a whale? So here, don't go literally. Here we are comparing the size of corporates. Uh, for instance, uh, many of you must have used Symbian operating system. Can anybody type in chat box which devices we have used where we have used this Symbian operating system? Many of us have used, yes, this in within Nokia phones. So once upon a time, it was a monopoly of Nokia in the mobile phone market, and nobody ever thought that yes, there may be some other organization who can replace Nokia. And even Nokia have that old assumption. Yes, we are doing well. Nobody can beat us. They have that kind of experience in their mind. We need not to innovate. They have that thing. So basically they refused innovation. And somewhere in the world, somebody was thinking about Android, and the rest is history. All of us know what happened with Nokia. And it's not the only company. Lot many companies who didn't took enough steps to innovate their methodologies, their processes. They are no more in the market. So people, just like this example, people have taken this Nokia word so seriously. So if you split the word no plus Kia, है ना, in Hindi it means mana kiya. So Nokia had refused innovation. Nokia refused innovation, Nokia. So in turn, user refused Nokia. They also didn't want to go anymore with Nokia. So that's why we have this thing. We should have this thing in projections which are based on imagination, because we cannot assume, we cannot do this company is already so established, this guy is so much already established, I cannot go over that, I cannot improve this thing any further. That is not there. So this is the basis of innovation. So let me tell you about few of the innovations. In early 1900s, we have radio, and then in 1920s, people saw first time that it's possible to see an image within radio, and they later on called it television, CRT television. And then whole disruption took place, which many of us are well aware, from CRT to colored CRT, then plasma display panel, LCD, LED, OLED. All these technologies came one by one. And nowadays, you all are aware who watches the television. We all have Super AMOLED displays in our hand. And nowadays, it's a time of Netflix and Prime, Hotstar type of things. So this is known as disruption. Not only television industry, even phone industry has seen all this innovation. Earlier, we used to have radio common carrier, then rotary phones came, then analog phone came, and then to cordless phones. Even in mobile industry, I remember this model 90s in year 96 Nokia. Uh, I used to have this particular model, and it was so heavy that if you want to hit someone, you need not to search for brick or something like a stone. It's enough. And even you have that kind of confidence that when you hit this somewhere, or if it falls down, then it will not go anywhere. So Nokia is known for such a, build quality, and that's why Nokia was able to earn the confidence of us Indians. Then in year 2002, first time Nokia brought camera within their phone. Then in year 2004, BlackBerry merged email within phone. In year 2005, first Walkman series phone was introduced by Sony Ericsson. And then there is era of smartphones. Now we have almost everything within our mobile phone, from maps, from internet and whatnot, from television. So this only innovation has consumed lot many industries, and they are feeling threat. Now, these are the type of jobs. This image is interesting. I found somewhere on internet. What would happen in next 20 to 30 years? This is a job queue. You can imagine a situation. Nowadays, we need to compete with other people to get a good job. So in next 30 years, people are assuming that you need to compete with robots, means machines. So nowadays it's a HR question. Most of the time HR asks, why should I give you this job? Why not to that person? So be prepared. Just prepare yourself when HR will ask you, why should I give you job? Why not to this machine? Why not to this robo? So this is the kind of scenario, this is the level at which innovation is taking place. A new era in innovation, that is 3D printing. Uh, I hope most of you must have heard about this. So lot many things. We all have heard about 2D printers. We have those printers in our home. 2D printer is okay, ठीक है, एक paper निकल के आता है, print out हो गया. What is the meaning of 3D printer? How it is possible to print something in 3D? क्या objects निकलेंगे? Yes, that is quite possible. And nowadays it's happening across the world. Not too much at commercialization level within India, but yes, it's quite popular within other countries. For instance, Dubai has created a 3D printed building. Okay, so let us see what are the attributes and what is that 3D printed building. Fine. So Dubai is creating copy of buildings, not just Dubai, even China. They have created 10 copies of a official complex within one day. Okay, so that kind of commercialization is taking place. As far as India is concerned, I just read a news article that IIT Madras has created a building prototype in their campus, but at commercial level, it's still not in that stage. It's still in infant stage. So yes, this kind of innovation is taking place, and we need to get aware of that. And this is not my own. And what are the benefits of these buildings? Somebody might think that what is the benefit of this building when we can create normally a building? So for example, just the building which you have seen, it is the largest 3D printed building of Dubai. It's not Burj Khalifa, mind it. It's a normal 3D printed building, 2-story only, and 9.5 meter tall only. So 3D printed buildings have those benefits that you need lesser time, less money, less manpower. Only three people. I don't know whether you have noticed or not. Three people created this particular building, and within a time duration of 1 month. So this kind of innovation is taking place across the world. Now, is just building creation is the only application? No. In education, in healthcare, automotive, manufacturing, aerospace, healthcare, nowadays, human body parts, ears, no, whatever you need, that these parts are being created, and it's very much possible that you can create copy of a human body. प्लीज डोंट थिंक के एक लिविंग ह्यूमन निकल आएगा, ऑब्वियसली लाइव नहीं होगा, बट exact copy of a human is possible through 3D printing. So this is the 3D print, and you can always Google search additive manufacturing. एक बार Google करो and you will come to know about all those applications which are taking place across the globe. Then innovation in agriculture. Soon we will see farmer will become farming managers, and all those tasks which farmer used to do would be done by robots. So yes, that is also required. So how to implement all those ideas within India? That is what we have to see as a student, as a innovator. We have to see what we can contribute in this particular domain. How to go ahead. Acha, let me ask you one thing. Uh, how many of you know the difference between evolution and revolution? Anybody? Anybody like to answer evolution and revolution? Can raise the hand, and coordinators please give him or her presenter rights so that he or she can speak. Anybody who can tell me the difference between evolution and revolution? I'm not able to see who all have raised the hand. If there is anybody. Okay, this is the thing which we people are lagging. Okay, one student have raised, I think Amritan Saha. So coordinators, please give him rights so that he can speak.
Yes, sir. So my voice is coming?
Amritansh. Yes, Amritansh. Please
Yes.
tell.
So the difference between revolution and evolution is basically evolution takes time, and it happens eventually it always gets happening, where revolution comes like pretty rapidly, like you don't know when revolution can come, but evolution
Yes,
happens gradually. Evolution is just a step that now we always takes, but the revolution is something utterly new we do.
okay, that's good. Anybody else like to answer may type in the chat box, because active participation will determine your grade in the certificate. We are going to give you some grades in your certificate of participation. So depending on your activeness, so that grade would be determined. So anybody, I will read all those things as soon as I get time. That's great. Okay, one more question from all of you. Please type in chat box. What do you think? Who is the biggest competitor? Please listen carefully. Who is the biggest competitor of Mercedes-Benz? What do you think? Just I want to see your knowledge. Who is the biggest competitor of Mercedes-Benz according to you? Please type in. Okay, so Ferrari, Tesla, BMW, and so many. Okay. Acha, what if I tell you that Google is the biggest competitor of Mercedes-Benz? What do you think? Google is the biggest competitor of Mercedes-Benz. According to me, how you think? Is it correct? Okay, some people are thinking, अरे सर आपको तो ये भी नहीं पता गूगल गाड़ी बनाता ही नहीं है ना? Okay, so my dear friend, nowadays we are talking about driverless cars, about robo taxis. Okay, yes, Google is not planning to come into this car manufacturing industry, but they are creating softwares, they are creating systems, they are collaborating with car manufacturers like Tesla and all these conventional luxury car manufacturers. They are thinking how to get over all these things. Okay, so engineers की हालत खराब है. क्यों हालत खराब है? Let me just share with you. So this is the difference between evolution and revolution. Evolution and revolution. On left side we have evolution based luxury car manufacturers. On right side we have revolution based smart car manufacturers. These luxury car manufacturers, they work on the principle car on wheels. Car on wheels. Now you must be thinking, what is big in that? Yes, car is always there on wheels. ठीक है? Yes, that's why I'm saying them evolution. क्या करते हैं? लाइट थोड़ी सी ऐसी नहीं वैसी लगा दी, बॉडी लाइन ऐसे नहीं वैसे कर दी. ठीक है? This is what we call evolution. इंजन थोड़े ज्यादा सीसी का लगा दिया. ठीक है? और this is what they can do. Okay? But on right side, revolution based car manufacturers, they believe in the principle of computer on wheels. Please listen carefully. On left side we have car on wheels, but on right side we have computer on wheels. Okay, so computer on wheels is going to bring revolution, not car on wheels. And the proof is this one. This is the comparison of Tesla annual market capping with respect to top car manufacturers of United States, that is Ford and GM. You can just notice how this graph is growing and how threatening it is for Ford, GM type companies. भाई साहब इंजीनियर्स की नींद उड़ी हुई है. ठीक है? Sometimes some people used to think I'm secure, I'm working with BMW, I'm working with Ford, I'm working with Mercedes, nobody could touch me. Just alone Corona make them feel that no, my dear, you are not true, you are not right. Okay, so here you can notice that how Tesla is growing. ठीक है, अभी टर्नओवर उतना ज्यादा नहीं हुआ, but that day is not far away when Tesla will for sure beat them if these Ford and GM type companies deny innovation anymore. So I'm trying to tell how much important for an organization or for an individual innovation. Innovation is how much important for you as well. Okay, so not just car manufacturing. If you just look at your watch, I myself used to wear like to wear watches like Casio and Titan, Fossil. Used to dream about even about Rolex, but couldn't buy till yet. But now, presently, I don't like to buy Rolex because I have smartwatch. I don't need it. So see this computer rather than car or watch is how it is taking lead. Now, one more small video about robotaxis in China. I know not many people nowadays don't like to listen China, but we need to keep eye on our competitors. If they
Sir, I'll have to interrupt you. The audio is not there.
However, scripts are coming. Okay,
Okay,
not a
sir.
problem. Let me just, if you like to listen to audio also, just a second. I hope it's now. Yes, sir.
Hello everyone, I'm Jane Zhang from the South China Morning Post. We're here in Guangzhou today for a robotaxi test ride. I'm now going to call a robotaxi through an app. It's just like other ride-hailing apps. I need to type in the starting point and the destination.
那我们整个这个试运行的这个投放车辆大概数十辆车，然后整个区域呢是在这个黄浦区的这个全景。
There is a screen inside of the car through which I can say that the car is censoring the environment around. This gives me a sense of security. But on the other hand, the robotaxi made a sudden stop when other cars repeatedly cut in. And I feel a little bit nervous. And the human safety driver decided to take control over the car for that case. But generally, it's a safe and smooth ride.
Robotaxi 我们车上包括这个激光雷达、摄像头、GPS 这一系列的这些传感器，就相当于人的眼睛，可以让我们的车知道周围的这个状况是怎么样的。然后我们车载的一个计算单元就相当于人的大脑，收集到这样的信息之后，提供一些决策的结果，去实际的去控制车的刹车、油门、转向、换挡。另外一块我们叫做车联网，就是每个车和我们的所有的这些红绿灯啊、路网进行通讯，车和车之间进行通讯。可能它走到这个路口的时候，那个红绿灯杆会给这个车发一个信号，然后后面车和前面车通信说，我前面这个车可能现在以10米每秒的速度往前开，我即将在什么3秒钟之后有一个刹车，类似于像这样的一些信息给到后车，那后车根据这样的信息就能很好跟前车保持一个安全的距离。我们现在国家大力推的这个5G 的技术，如果真正的把这个5G 的技术很好的应用在这个车上的话，一方面可以让车辆的这个成本降低，因为有一些传感器可能它就不再那么需要了，更好的有对环境感知的这个冗余的信息，那对我们车辆的这个决策提供了一个很大的一个帮助。我相信只要技术积累和我们的政策法律法规同时配套完成之后，真正无人驾驶一天迟早就会到来。
Okay, so you have seen a robot taxi. However, human safety driver is required, but still they are waiting just for 5G, as you must have noticed, and so that it would reduce the cost of cars. Even Google driverless cars are under advanced testing phase within US. So I don't think so. It's quite far away when we need not to apply for licenses anymore to renew or to have this, because you can read your books and you can do whatever you want to do while going through car all alone, because all these things would be taken care by these smart cars. And one of the major advantages that they are almost they have least chance of accident as per their plan. So let us see how things will take place in the near future. And now next is design thinking a process. So we have talked about innovation. What exactly is innovation? What kind of what level of innovation? All these things are already going on within world. But when you think something innovative, some product or some process you are planning to implement, maybe some software only, or maybe some embedded system. So what should be the, you know, approach in order to make sure that we should, you know, lead to a good product at the end? So we, Stanford School have given us these 5 steps. This is a standardized process followed across the world, and according to them we need to first empathize. Empathize means you need to interview your user. See, need of user is the food for the growth of your product or your company or application, whatever you are thinking for. If you fail to understand the needs of user, everything would go waste. Okay, so you need to interview user, you need to determine their exact needs, what exactly, and you should be collecting data, being non-judgmental. Okay, then you have to define whatever you have collected. When you went to user, you listen to them, okay, and you have collected all the points from them, then you have to shortlist the points which are relevant for your product or your company. Okay, you cannot say while interacting with user, yaar please ye kya फालतू की बात कर रहा है, talk to my point only. So you cannot retrieve those things. You have to go through all the pain points of your user. If you want to design a good product, good software, good application on Android, whatever, okay, then ideate, share ideas. Just sit with your team and collect ideas, then build a prototype. Okay, prototype is a small mock system, okay, on which you can try that whether you are going in right direction or not, and finally you test, and then by the help of feedback you can improve on. See, this design thinking is a kind of philosophy. It's actually attitude while designing a process. Mind it, it's not a recipe that you have to do this and you will you are very sure you will come across a good product, because each and every step consists of lot many sub steps, and you have to define those sub steps carefully depending on your skill set, depending on the need of your user, depending on the profile of your user. Let me give you an example. Somewhere in West Bengal, in some village, people used to collect water from a well which is very dirty, which was very dirty, and lot many diseases were spreading there. Then government thought of why not to create a water tank, okay, and on a very nominal price, for example 5 rupees for 10 liters, okay, just pay 5 rupees for 10 liters and you can buy that water. And government thought that okay, it is going to be a good solution for the problem. But officials were surprised that people still used to go to that dirty well and not to that water tank, clean water tank. What had happened? What do you think? What had happened? Just type in chat box, according to you, what went wrong? There may be lot many responses to this thing. There may be possibility that the way to go to that water tank is not, you know, clean. There may be possibility that people living in that particular region are below poverty line. They don't like to even spend 5 rupees for 10 liters, because if something is available to them free of cost, then that level might choose that only thing. Okay, and there may be possibility that a female cannot carry that much of water. Why I'm saying this? Because in villages, many males go to their work, and female used to do all this household chores. Okay, this is my perception. Please don't think I'm gender biased. I'm not in that talking that way that household chores are also only done by females. I'm just giving an example. So these are the various possibilities. So definitely they have not empathized the things clearly. They have not followed the design thinking somewhere. Okay. So as I told that you can modulate, you can adapt these processes accordingly. So let me explain these processes in little more explanation with some examples. These are the 5 steps of innovation. And step 1, user need is the objective for innovation. Let me give you an example of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, everybody know. He always used to tell his employees or his fellows or colleagues that user need is the food for the growth of Apple. User need is the food for the growth of Apple. Okay. We talk about technology, manpower, process, facility. As a company, we talk about all these things. He used to say, leave all these things. First, focus on user need. First, focus on user need. Don't tell me, sir, we have this technology, sir, we have this kind of manpower, they don't have that kind of skill set, sir, we have that limited infrastructure, sir, we don't know how to define those processes. He used to say that don't tell me all these things, just focus on the need and do the reverse engineering. Rather than going from whatever you have to what you have to produce, first you have to focus on what your user need, and then accordingly you have to adapt all these things, that is technology, manpower, and so on. Okay, so this is how we have to start thinking about an innovative product. This is first point. Second point, create a pipeline of promising ideas. Sit with your team, ask them to give idea. Sometimes as a leader, we have thought of speaking more and listening less. Okay, beware of those people who, because when you have to collect the ideas, you have to listen to them, you have to motivate them. Okay, give me idea, appreciate them. Okay, very good, give one more idea. Okay, you also tell me, you also tell me, and then create a pipeline of all the promising ideas. Prioritize whatever you find more promising, keep it on first number, and similarly rank them. Then pilot experimentation and validation. This is called prototyping. Many of you ask me, sir, what is prototype? I don't know how to develop prototype. So pilot experimentation. जो गलती करनी है ना, छोटे सेट पे करनी है. ये नहीं कि पूरा बना दिया, पूरा सिस्टम बना दिया, फिर उसके ऊपर इन्वेस्टमेंट भी कर दिया या टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर दिया. इट्स नॉट जस्ट मनी, इट्स इनफैक्ट योर टाइम ऑल्सो. First build a small system. Prototype. It is not fully designed, it is not fully tested. You have to do pilot experimentation. Banks like ICICI, they always do this kind of validation. Whenever they bring out some new product, maybe a financial product, maybe an insurance product, they first experiment on a small set of population, maybe a small town, small village with few branches only, and then they take feedback of their user, how they are reacting, how is their feedback, how much they are liking. Okay, so these are the steps of prototype building. Okay, the next step, once you are very sure, okay, now my prototype is fine, then you do commercialization and ramp up. Okay, then you can add more dealers, supply chain, and so on. These are the 5 P's while doing commercialization of product: price, product, process, promotion, and people. People usually perform well when you recognize their efforts, when you appreciate them, when you give them some promotions, they will put more efforts. But if you criticize them, you will try to find mistakes, errors, shortcomings, don't go. And as an innovator, all of you, my dear students, I want to tell, life is a match. It's a cricket match with your own mind. and your mind daily throws lot many googlies for you. It starts from the morning when you plan, okay, tomorrow I will wake up early, I will study, I will go for exercise, I will go for that, and that alarm rings. Okay, that's a kind of googly, and when you snooze it, you got clean bold. Unfortunately, it become your habit with time. If you cannot wake up at 6, put alarm of 6:20, no problem. But don't make habit of getting bold on daily basis. Okay. Secondly, critics, they are around you. They are surrounding you in the form of your friends, in the form of your relatives, neighbors, colleagues. They are everywhere. There is one term, sledging. How many of you know sledging in cricket? Cricket or some game? I hope many of you know. I can give you an example. For example, Sachin Tendulkar. He is a cool type of player. He never ever responded. And there are lot many instances when people responded to somebody's sledge and they got out. Their career was destroyed totally. FIFA World Cup, if you watch, I don't remember the name of teams. If anybody can give a reminder, that thing happened in the final match only. When some player sledged to another and they responded and red card was shown and our team lost. These things are so common. These are made to make you fall, but you have to grow up. Improvement cycle. Don't be daydreamer. Oh, now I have developed the innovative product. Now I will be millionaire, billionaire in day, month. No, my dear. You have to improve yourself. Take feedback. It's a continuous process. Okay. This is much more important thing, that is agility and stability. What is agility? Whenever you have to improve, you need to pop up. You need to pop up. That is called agility. But when you step up via agility, then you have to stabilize yourself for some time to take its benefit. But don't go in your comfort zone, because once you go in your comfort zone, you will not improve anymore. So which one is more important, agility or stability for success? Can we do only with agility? No. Can we do only with stability? No. We need a perfect combination. They are alternately required to grow as an individual, as an organization, everywhere. If you talk about innovation, this is very important. You should have agility and stability. I hope I'm able to make you clear what is agility and what is stability. If you're still not clear, I can give you an example. Just take a water bottle. Just like this. This water bottle, you can have this or Bisleri, whatever brand you like. Just shake it as much as you can. Just shake it and open it. Open it. What will happen? Something happened? No. Okay. This is called stability. This is called stability. Somebody is shaking you, provoking you, sledging you, criticizing you, but you don't have to lose your control. That is called stability. One more example. Take a 7-Up can, 7-Up or whatever cold drink you like. Again shake that, again give stimulus, and then open the seal. What will happen? It will not get stabilized. It will pop up. This is called agility. Now let me know which one is better. Which behavior is better? Being agile or being stable? Somebody may say, no, if somebody is shaking us, we should respond at every cost. Okay, some other one will say, no, stability is more important. But as per corporate world, or you can say innovation engineers, you need combination of both to be successful. Whenever you change process, this is called agility. And when you use that when you define standard operating procedures, prototypes, and that is called stability. Okay, what will happen if we don't follow all these things? Whether innovation will not take place? Yes, innovation can take place without all these things. As I told you, in West Bengal, they created water tank, but it would be inefficient innovation, and it will lead to your absolute failure. Okay, so if you don't want all these things, you have to develop within your behavior. Now, how to learn about innovation? We have learned lot many things, but how to improve ourselves as an individual so that we can develop innovative products. So there are lot many government organizations. So like IIC, Institution Innovation Council, it's a MHRD initiative, Government of India. Along with AICT, they give us lot many opportunities like hackathons, like project contests, etc., etc. So they have recently conducted that IIC National Innovation Contest, where they called for ideas, prototypes, POCs, proof of concepts, innovations. So at any level, if you just have idea, don't stop yourself, just submit it. Go to IIC team. Many of your faculty are already, they are working so hard. Lot many things are coming to you. Just participate, whether it is article writing, whether it is project competition. Please, my request to you, please participate in that for your own benefit. Okay, so don't think I cannot do such big thing, how I can be successful, it may go waste. You learn something. Either your success will come or experience will come. You cannot say that it went waste. It's free of cost. So these are the benefits, and I have taken this screenshot from Ministry of Innovation Council site, government site only for your benefit, so that you may say, okay, sir might have tell by his own. So these things are listed on their site. What are the benefits of student participants of that innovation contest? And I just come to know from Mamta ma'am message that we have submitted 5 prototypes, and all of them are shortlisted. So under the guidance of Mamta ma'am and Supriya ma'am, we are already doing very good. So congratulations to all of VSITians, and we want this to go to next level. Next time we should increase these prototypes to large count. Okay, so not only this, you even can have international exposure. These are also listed on their website. When recently selected students went for Canada India acceleration program, as you can see that how they got selected from third line onwards. Students were selected from IIC. IIC, our institute is one of the IIC, through POC contest organized during month of March to August 2019 and Singapore hackathon. Okay, and in 2018, women entrepreneurs visited Canada as a part of this program. This year, 6 women visited for 10-day comprehensive boot camp and exposure visit to Canada in January. So all these things are available to you, free of cost available to you. It's only you who will decide whether you want to take benefit or not. Similarly, we have this South Korea exposure visit. So next time also few students were selected, and we want that there must be few students from our VSIT. This is the objective of today's webinar. Now, as far as current status is concerned, a lot many students are already doing lot many things, good things. Faculty are doing their best. They are also motivating you and encouraging you through various events. So I want to give a glimpse of few students who have done something related to that. So one of our student, Anushka, who is fortunately our today's host also, she has published her first research paper in AICT sponsored conference. Okay, and it's a Scopus index series, and at MCA level, not only she, even many more students are doing all these things. Tanvi Gera of BCA, she has also published recently paper. So all these, I can only tell the name which are in my touch, but lot many students other are also doing with other faculties. So yes, research paper publication is also one of the way where you can learn about innovations, because what exactly is required, what is the current status when you do literature review, how you can improve the things. This is one of the way. Don't ever think, no, this will I will do when I will do PhD. No, no, no. These things will definitely add on weight to your CVs. Okay. And now the second part of our today's webinar, that is about internship. What exactly is internship? What do you think? Just write down why you think internship is important for us as a college student. Anybody? Anybody? Why internship is important? See, whenever you go for a job or something like that, they usually ask what experience you have. But as a BCA student, as a MC student, from where we will bring experience. So internship is a way of earning that professional experience before going for your first job. Okay, so there are various types of internships: free internships, paid internships. Free internship means that you will get nothing. You have to do work. You will not get some monetary benefit. You will only learn the things. Paid internship means you will get some stipend, but for paid internship, you usually need to have some prior experience. So you should first start with free internship and try to do as many internships as possible. And please, one more thing I like to highlight. Many students usually think that this some institutes or some shops are there. They go to them, they buy some certificate, and they do on the name of doing some course. They pay, and that certificate they call, okay, this is internship. That is of no use. That certificate is of no use until you have the knowledge of that level. Try to work on live projects. Now, the second question is how to get into some good internship. What are various ways? First, our placement cell is working so hard. You can always stay in touch with them. They will provide you internship. You can by yourself, help yourself. You can go for websites like Internshala and lot many things, they are available. You can work from home and do internship from them. Then we have government organizations who are offering us, like recently many of our students have done their internship from DRDO and have earned the professional experience. So these kind of internship where you learn and such kind of reputed certifications will definitely add on to your CV, and this is very much important. So this is the certificate of one of our final year student, Preetham, and he has done 6 months internship from DRDO. And he is not the only student. Again, I am telling lot many students have already done these students are of VSIT, and they have already done their internship from there. And you can also have your name on similar certificates. So you have to first prove yourself that you can do all these things. Okay, so just try to work hard for that. Similarly, as you must be aware, you must be knowing that our institute is also trying its best. Coursera was recently made free of cost for our students up till 30th September. Lot many students have taken benefit of that. So one of our student, Navya, she has completed a series of virtual reality, and it consists of 5 courses free of cost from University of London. I'm sure you must be knowing the cost of certification from sites like Coursera, and it was provided free of cost. Many of our students got benefited, but unfortunately many few not even applied. I don't know why. So all this kind of, Navya was also selected for a training course in DRDO, not for internship, and there she got the that kind of interest in virtual reality, and then she completed this. Again, lot many students have done this, and my kudos to all of those who have done these things. Very nice. Now I have spoken a lot. I want that your own classmates should tell you their experience, how they felt, how they get into, and what they have learned from those internships. So I would like to invite few of our students who have done these internship. They will tell you more in your own language. So let us first invite, I hope Preetham is there, Preetham Yadav, whose certificate we just saw. Coordinators, please
Yes,
check.
sir.
Preetham, Preetham has rights.
Yeah, hi. Good evening,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Preetham,
Hello,
yes,
everyone.
please. Please
Sure.
switch on your
So,
camera, Preetham, if possible.
my camera is on.
Okay, okay. That's great.
Okay, so yeah,
Yes,
hello,
Preetham.
everyone. So, earlier this year, I got the opportunity to have received the training at Institute of Nuclear Medicine and Allied Science, which is a laboratory under DRDO. So during the span of the training, I got the opportunity to work together with like-minded people and have access to some of the best mentors available in their fields. I got to work under Dr. Sushil Chandra, Mr. Vishal Pandey, and Mr. Ronnie Daniel, who all guided me throughout the duration in every possible way. I worked at the Biomedical Engineering Department and worked on multiple projects under their guidance. During the training, Doing the training enabled me to get access to the hardware, which would have been infeasible or at least impractical to get access to on a personal level, along with the exceptional guidance I received. I worked on the projects in the domains like virtual reality, machine learning, IoT, and also new and upcoming domains like Internet of Battlefield. For all my projects in INMAS, they helped me with the whole knowledge base and the hardware required to complete those projects. Also, the key takeaways I would say I got from the internship would be the people I got to connect with in that. So the people like all the mentors, the research fellows, and mostly the other students doing the training at the same time as me. I learned the most from them and taught them what I could. I also got a lot of support from the college faculty during that time, as well as it was a full-time 6 months training program, and PCA does not account for such a training in their curriculum. So the college helped me connect with NMAS and further allowed me to do that training. I do very greatly recommend each and every student to do all kinds of internships of their domains, be it in a small organization or a big, doesn't matter. The sheer real-world knowledge we get from these internship programs cannot be guaranteed with just theory alone. Coming to the present, I am currently working as a project management intern in an electric vehicle manufacturing company and also working on my robotics startup. So I'll be taking no more of your time and would like to close my talk by just saying that the best time to start is now, and I'll be open to questions at the end of this session. Yeah. Also, I'd like to mention if any one of you is interested in internships, I'm also hiring for a few roles, including full stack developers, graphic designers, robotics interns, and PCB designers. If any one of you is interested or knows someone who might, hit me up after the session and we can have a small interview. So, all right then. Thank you all for your time. So, yeah.
Thanks, Preetham. Thanks for sharing your experience. Now I like to invite Navya, who has also underwent that course of DRDO and completed her. Yes, Navya, please.
Firstly, am I audible? And
Yes,
is my
Navya.
camera visible because my camera is on from my side? I hope so.
Navya, I can't see you. But anyhow, no problem.
Okay, so before starting, firstly, good evening to all of you. So, actually, starting from the scratch, VR was something really new to me. I was not aware about it for earlier. So my basic journey started from the VR skill enhancement course, which our college provided under the guidance of Dheeraj sir. So firstly, I was not much interested into this field, but when I laid down my hands on it and did some practical applications, I built a project which I had to submit it, on the basis of which I got selected for the training in DRDO, which is a reputed government organization. So, under the guidance of Vishal sir, who guided me through the VR concepts, the basics of VR, each and everything about the prototyping, about the modeling and stuff, each and everything under it. I completed my 1.5 month training with him, and furtherly, I got very amused by all the things related in VR. So, just to inculcate more knowledge in this field, I laid down my hands on the VR course as Dheeraj sir showed, which was which was sponsored by our own college, WIPS. And so I enrolled in the specialization, basically, which consisted of 5 courses which I need to complete it. Those courses basically include each and everything which we should know about the VR concept, related to the starting what is VR, introduction, what all organizations we can connect through it, then the prototyping stuff, the modeling, the interaction in VR, the socializing, and basically each and everything related to the planning stuff, how we can plan out a VR game and commence it. So at the end of the course, I was able to fulfill a full-fledged VR game, which brought a lot of learnings to me and opened up myself to this field more and more. And right now I again seek more knowledge. I want to get more knowledge regarding to this field. Hopefully would be enrolled into another internship regarding it and seeing towards all of this thing. From my side, I should just tell you, like right now, basically we can start from the scratch. We can just enroll ourselves in the VR skill enhancement course, which would be just commenced in few weeks, I guess. So we can just put our step forward for it. Then only we can just explore more fields, because VR is basically a technology which is advancing more and more day by day. So getting a knowledge of it, laying down our hands, making some projects out of it can be of great help. So, and even if our college is providing such stuff, so why not go for it? So I would recommend each one of you to just enroll for it, just take part in it, so that you can explore more about the fields. And even though the job opportunities are more, because this is something really new in this era, so we can just lay down our hands on it and just explore ourselves. So that was it from my side. If you have any queries, you can ask me also at the end of it. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Navya. Thanks a lot. Next, I like to invite Nirmit Khurana to share his experience.
Yes, sir. Hello, guys, everyone. Am I audible and visible to you? Can you just
Yes.
say? Great. I have just prepared a small PPT and a small, what work did we do in our DRDO session and internship. So before that, I would just, is my PPT visible to you, everyone? Hello?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes.
It's visible.
So hello everyone, good afternoon, and my name is Amit Khurana. I was selected as an intern in BCA, intern from BCA in second semester, and my internship period was from 23rd May to 24th July. So that was 2 months. So basically, who all does not know what DRDO is? DRDO is basically a network of 50 laboratories which are deeply engaged in developing defense technologies and covering up aeronautics, armaments, and electronics and whatnot. So since of DRDO was Defense Research and Development Organization. Most of you all know that. So I'll just say that during the internship, my teammates were Sahil Pathak and Ritik Tomar, and Mr. Dheeraj, Mrs. Dipali, and Supriya ma'am. These were my faculty coordinators, and they helped me a lot during my internship program. So let me show just my work, that how did it begin and what were my projects. This was my training. There were 2 projects basically given to us in my team with Ritik and Sahil. One was the training navigation and one was the testing navigation. So there's just a small video of what we actually did. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So this was a whole menu thing, and we had made some 3 levels in easy, medium, and hard. And I'll tell you just what was that basically about. Yeah. So in here, we made a map, and there were some 10 landmarks and locations given to us. And if you can see on the top right corner, there have been written task completed, and in the top left, in the bottom left, I'm sorry, there were some tasks given to us. Like for example, there is written find where. So yeah, right now I just did find where, and then I'm now have a task to find camel. So now here is the camel. As soon as I find the camel, now there I have a next task to find the tiger. And since this is an easy mode, so there were only 10 tasks in here, and the map was also very small. So I have 3 tasks: easy, medium, and hard. And yeah, there's a time that I took 33 seconds in completing these 10 tasks. So this was my first project, and the second project was the testing navigation. So in the testing navigation, basically a 60-second or a 1-minute video was shown to us, and in there were many kind of landmarks and routes available to us. And after that, according to those landmarks and routes, we have to answer a few questions. There will be some few questions shown after this video. Let me just skip it to that part only. Yeah. So these were the questions which were we made these questions, and we asked the user that according to your experience, that how did you face all this. Yeah, this was the map which we made. So according to the route and according to the landmarks, we made some questions, and at the end there will be some answers and the final result, that how much you scored out of 17 questions, because we asked 17 questions. All of this is made in a Unity app. Everybody must have been known about what is Unity. So Unity is basically a software which helps in creating games and stuff. Experience for me in DRDO was very much fun, and I was really happy to hear that I have been selected as an intern at DRDO. And Mr. Vishal and Mrs. Grishma ma'am was there as my mentors over there. And guys, at the end of the session, I would just like to say that keep doing things. Just don't sit idle. Keep on doing stuff, because that's what is gonna lead you to great internships and great jobs. So at the end of the session, I'm open to all queries and questions if anyone wants to ask. Thank you so much, Mr. Dheeraj.
Thanks, Nirmit, for sharing your experience. Yes, we will take their queries at the end when all have shared their experience. Now I like to invite Ritik. Ritik, please share your experience.
So am I visible, sir?
Ritik, yes.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ritik, a second year BCA student. Some of you might know how important it is for college students to do internships. You need experience to get experience. Organizations rely heavily on resumes for candidates' work history. An internship is a chance to get connected and develop your professional network, and it will also improve your confidence in professional environments. So this year I got a chance of interning with DRDO. I got this opportunity through skill enhancement classes organized by our college. The classes were about virtual reality and augmented reality, which was firstly introduced to me by Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra, who was at that time teaching our class. He has always encouraged us to keep learning something new, as it is the skills that make the difference and help you during an interview apart from what everyone is learning in college. In skill enhancement classes, we got amazing support from our college faculties and previous interns who were there to teach and guide us throughout the semester in improving our skills and knowledge. At the end of the semester, we were required to submit a project under the guidance of a mentor, either in group or individually, for further shortlisting. For the project, me and my group worked on Unity Game Engine to create a simple first-person medieval age game, and it was my first big project in a team, apart from what I made during learning individually. Later on, during our internship, I worked on projects that were aimed for improving navigation skills of a person. It was one of the biggest projects I have worked on, including me. There were 3 members in our team, Sahil and Nirmit. So let me show you a few snapshots of our project. Okay, so here's some screenshots of.
Thank you, Ritik.
Here's some screenshots of.
Continue.
It's okay, sir. Okay, so here's some screenshots of one of our projects related to improving navigation skills. So my part in this project was to create an environment which is challenging for the user each time with least repetitive paths. So I procedurally generated an environment layout each time a user wants to train his or her skills. Working under professionals of such reputed organizations was a really good experience. So that's all, and thank you for listening. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ritik. Thanks for sharing your experience. Now I like to invite Sahil, who's the last speaker of the session. Sahil,
Yes,
please
sir.
share your
Am I audible,
experience.
sir?
Yes, yes.
Good evening, everyone. I am Sahil Pathak, student of BCA second year, and I am here to tell you about my internship experience with DRDO, one of the most reputed organization. And I have been intern there for 2 months as a game developer, and I have learned many things from there. And I was selected there because of our dean ma'am, Dr. Supriya ma'am, and Dr. Dheeraj sir, and Professor Dipali ma'am, who shortlisted me for this internship and also organized AR/VR with Unity skill enhancement course for all students, which helped me a lot. And because in this internship we have to work with Unity and we have to make project working with Unity in a team. And Nirmit and Ritik were my team members, and our team made two projects. First, we made a zoo type environment in which we have to learn the path and different landmarks in zoo, that where they are located, and after that there are 10 tasks related to these landmarks in which we have to find those landmarks. And our second project is also similar to first one, but environment is little bit different. We made a planet in which our main landmark is spaceship, and which we have to find out, and we have to answer some questions on our observation. And working on these projects was very interesting and knowledgeable for me, and I have learned a lot of things from these projects. And at last, working with DRD was full of excitement and a great experience. Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, Sahil,
So
for sharing your experience. Uh, Now I like to switch over to Anushka. So Anushka, you please tell the remaining things which we have to do.
So am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Acha, one thing left. If anybody is having any query you'd like to get address, you may please raise your hand. From these students who have just have spoken about internship, if you have any query from students or from me, you can raise your hand and you can ask your query direct. Coordinators, please give them rights if they want to speak. Anybody having any query regarding internship, regarding innovation or anything like that? Okay, no issues. So you can always submit your queries via feedback form, which we are going to share. And one more important thing, you have to click a photograph with your laptop or mobile while attending this webinar, and you have to upload the same while submitting the feedback form. It's important, and I hope you all will click. Okay, you all have very good selfie cameras, innovated cameras in your mobile phones, I know. Okay, so please take care of the same. Yes, Anushka, over to you.
Dear participants, it's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks for this webinar. On behalf of the organizing team of this webinar, I extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Professor Supriya Madan, Dean VSIT, for providing us the opportunity to organize the enriching and motivating webinar. We are highly thankful to Dean ma'am. I would request her to enlighten with a few words, please ma'am. Ma'am, are you available? Okay,
I
looks
think
like Dean
Supriya
ma'am.
ma'am, just a second, Anushka, sorry to disturb. I
Okay.
think Supriya ma'am is not there, so I like to request Mamta ma'am. So please enlighten us. Coordinators, please give Mamta ma'am rights.
Yes.
I cannot find her. She is there. Mamta ma'am, can you please help us by just raising your hand? I just find you. Please give her right. So she
Yeah,
joined
sure.
late.
I think I've got the rights. I feel. Am I audible?
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everyone. I hope since ma'am is not there, Supriya ma'am is not around, I think she's busy with some meeting, and I've been told to, kind of conclude the session for today. And I feel Dheeraj sir has, very rightly and enlightened you all about the innovations, history starting from Nokia and, going for so many innovations that he has discussed for almost more than an hour now. I hope you're all enlightened by his wisdom and the kind of, we all know that he has been awarded with a badge of Innovation Ambassador, and that is from IIC, Institute Innovation Council. I hope you all know about IIC. It is an initiative which has been taken by MHRD, AICTE, and WIPS is able to form the council for Institute Innovation Council for WIPS TC campus, and so all the we have basically 5 heads in that. We have innovation, we have internship. So we have also listened from so many talks from from these. I must say, the expert students now from BCA, where you all have shared like Navya, Ritik, Sahil, and I probably are not able to name all, but then many of us have heard from them the DRDO internship from INMAS and their experience and working with Dr. Chandra and their learning. So I think it's a great learning session for all of us, platform where we feel that all other students can send their entries to Dheeraj sir. We will help them get their more internships into many other companies. We've heard from Ritik asking that and other students who Preetham itself he just shared that he would like to have few internships from our own students. So probably he's hiring those interns. I mean, it's a great opportunity for all of you. He is just passed out from WIPS and in a position to hire and give us intern. I was very happy to listen to him, and thank you everyone for your time and patience and the learning that sir has shared with us. It's been a great opportunity for all of us. I think we should encash these opportunities, and I would like to, and I'm pleased to inform you that the projects that we have sent to AICT, MHRD, IIC Council, all the 5 prototypes, we could only share 5 prototypes to AICTE, and all our 5 prototypes have been shortlisted. I think one of the prototype was Sahil's prototype, or I guess it was Preetham's, right? Preetham, can you please unmute yourself for a minute? Dheeraj sir, is he
Coordinators,
around? Yeah, because
check.
yeah,
Yes,
I think it was
yes,
his
ma'am. Just a second.
prototype. Sure.
Preetham, coordinators give him right. If he's there, I think he's not here.
It's okay. There
Sir,
there
yes,
was
he
a
is not here.
yeah, it's okay. There was a talking pen. I think he was involved into it. I just wanted to mention that so that the other students get motivation about the same, and so they also know that the kind of right. So I mean they should also be knowing that there are so many opportunities in AICTE where you can have projects shortlisted. So now all these students will be mentored by all across it'll be a kind of people from across the India. They will be getting the mentoring sessions. So I think there are many opportunities. There are we are not dearth of opportunities. So it is only that you need to take an initiative, get in touch with your teachers. That would probably help. Thank you. Thanks once again. Thank you, everyone, from my side.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Anushka.
Dheeraj sir. Yeah, thank you, Dheeraj sir. Yeah, Anushka, you may please take over now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for motivating us. Now I would like to. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Anushka, audible.
Okay. We are grateful to Dr. Dheeraj Malhotra, sir, for demonstrating his valuable views and orientation on design thinking and innovation and internship, are today's topic of this webinar. We are thankful to all the student speakers for motivating us by sharing their knowledge, and experience of internship. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to record our hearty thanks to all the members of the organizing team, Tanvi ma'am, Megha ma'am, for the excellent logistic support and guidance they have extended to all of us. We have been fortunate enough to be backed up by a very motivated and dedicated team of student coordinators who are result oriented. It is not easy to thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to complete tasks beyond their comfort zones. All the participants are requested to turn their video cameras for a quick group photograph session, and then you may all proceed for the feedback form through the link that is
Yes,
available to you in the
first,
chat box.
Anushka, first let them switch on their camera. All
Okay.
of you are requested to please switch on your camera so that we can take group photograph. Yes, all of you. Coordinators, please take photograph of large gallery view and together mode. Both views take photo screenshot. Just a second. Please wait. Hold down. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to take your selfie, a good selfie, and upload it with feedback form link that is shared in chat box. It's important to fill the chat feedback form, okay, to get your certificate. Okay. So yes, Anushka, over to you. Is anything left? Anushka, am I audible?
Yes, sir. So that is all. They all can fill the feedback form given in the chat box.
Yes, all of you, please fill the feedback form. It would be active during webinar only. So please fill the feedback form and upload your photograph to claim your certificate. And I would take the opportunity to, say my thanks to all the faculty members giving us the opportunity, faculty members, to spare their precious time. And I expect all the students to take the benefit of all the opportunities provided by IIC teams of our institute. Please try to get involved in as many activities as possible. Submit your projects and submit your articles, etc. And we want that this time only 5 prototypes selected, but next time it must go up to 50, I hope. uh, we are having biggest strength of IT students, so we can expect those things, and we don't have any shortage of talent here, so it's required. Okay, that would be good for
I
you.
would like to add one line, Dheeraj sir, because you said that we would like to have around 50 prototypes. We could actually send only
Minimum.
5. No. Actually, we
Minimum.
could, yeah, from each college, we could only send only 5 nominations. So we had sent only 5
Acha, that's the
nominations. Yeah,
condition. Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
So
madam.
that was the condition. We could send only 5 nomination, and 5 of them have got selected. I
Okay.
mean, so that was the issue for 5 number. We
I
couldn't
think I
send more.
missed, ma'am. 50 ideas could be submitted, I think,
Yeah,
for
ideas could be
5-star
many.
rating.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
I got little
yeah,
confused.
yeah.
Ideas
For
could be submitted.
projects, yes, we
So if
could
they
send
all
only
try,
5 nominations. Yeah.
if they all
Yes,
try, we can,
there is a lot
better.
of opportunity with respect to IIC. We would need a lot of contributions from students. They should get in touch with their, teacher coordinators, like Dheeraj sir is handling internships, other teachers are handling IPR. So I would request to please coordinate and, speak to teachers so that your contributions are, contributions reach to AICTE. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So I hope all have filled the feedback form. If you have any query, you can type in chat box. If you have any query, you may type in chat box, or you can even submit your query via feedback form. Please leave if you don't have any query. If you want to interact, you can raise your hand. You can raise your hand and you can speak to any of the coordinator, including me, directly. Anybody has raised hand? I'm not able to see. Student coordinators, please check if somebody is raising hand, then provide the
No, sir.
rights, because I'm not able to see. There is some sort of hang at my end.
No, sir. No one has raised their hand.
Okay, so you all please submit your feedback form and you can leave after then. Coordinators, you have to stay back. Stop the recording. Stop the recording.